Is it better than the chiropractor you tried before?
Oh, 1,000 times. Yeah. I think I met you 10 months after I got the pain. I think after 6 months, I went to chiropractor. Um, Seventh month, I went to decompression. Yeah. But then after a month of decompression, I didn't want to go back to decompression. Yeah. So I started doing some exercises myself, like watching YouTube and all that. But again, the next day, like I lift something heavy, and then the second day I'll have to, suffer whatever I did the previous day. So
That's
that
tough.
was, yeah. So, but
That's
yeah,
tough.
yeah.
I'm curious though, like what would you say the biggest difference between the exercise we do versus all the exercise you tried before?
It feels like I'm stretching, but it's also strengthening. Yeah. So you remember I was asking you multiple times, like, are we just stretching? Like, I used to have doubts, like, am I just stretching? Like, initially, yes, it would feel a bit, different. Like, it would not be easy to do. Like, even 8 counts, 10 counts would be a challenge. But down the line, like, say, between 4 to 8 weeks, that's like between one and first and the second month, it's like, what's happening? Like, the pain is reducing a bit, and it fluctuates, like it keeps fluctuating, like it's not like one straight shot, right? But then I think 10th week was 8th week onwards was like phenomenal. Like you told me that I could bend, I could go to gym. So that was the concept of, as a warm up and cool down. That actually was, sometimes I did only as cool down, not necessarily as warm up, but that helped me. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I actually heard this feedback a lot because when people first join a program, they're like, "Oh, this is really different," right?
Yeah.
And when they start doing the exercise, they're like, "Oh, like what are we doing here?" They got confused a little bit because they never saw this before, right?
Correct.
They got
Yeah.
confused and they don't actually believe it's actually going to work. But when the consistent come in for about, I would say, 2 to 4 weeks, all the way up to 8 weeks, and then you realize, wow, this is actually really working for me.
Yes. Yeah. That to believe, I mean, to get to that belief state, it took me like 6 weeks. Yeah. So I was like, what am I doing? Like every day I'm doing. And once you told me, if you remember, like it's not about doing twice or thrice, man. Do it right at once. Yeah. Yeah. So I think once also is, I mean, off late, like for the past, like what, last month, I've been just doing once a day. So to say, like 5 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week. But still it's phenomenal improvement. Like I'm no more like while driving a car, I'm no more thinking about, oh, should I take a break? Like, should I stop? Or at work, I'm pretty not sure if you have helped me, but I believe that you've helped me that I'm sitting more straight. I don't need a back support or anything. Yeah, so that's remarkable. Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. 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 Thanks,
This is
man.
awesome. This is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like so. Again, I'm just curious, man. What would you say your mindset before joining the program? I mean, you'll be having this pain for about, I think, 10 months, and you try physical. Well, I mean, you haven't tried physical therapy, but you try some chiropractor, right? You
Yeah.
spend a lot of money on chiro before. So, like, what was your mindset before joining the program?
My mindset was there should be someone who will help me. Yeah. Like I was tired of going to people like looking up various videos on YouTube. Like one guy says, do this and you'll be out, do this, and within few seconds you're out of sciatica pain, whatnot. Like, I mean, I was tired of those videos. Honestly, I think I would have seen like 500 of such videos. And I would do a lot of stretches. Yes, definitely they helped, but for the interim, not for the next morning. So that was the challenge. Like, and even if they help the next morning, the moment I lift something heavy, say even as much as little as say 15 pounds, it would be like, oh, what am I doing? Like the within an hour, if I sit and wake up, if I sit and get up, I would be like, oh, something is paining, like something is hurting. And it would go down my leg and my feet would be like, while driving back home, it would be like, oh, what's happening? Yeah. So my mindset was there should be some way out. Like I cannot keep suffering. Like, come on, I'm young, right? I still have a lot of life. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Were you pretty skeptical?
Uh yeah, kind of. I should be very honest. I was like, I mean, I did watch your testimonials and user feedback and all that, but also one believing point was that you yourself have gone through it. Like, not many times that most of the therapists or whatever you call them, chiropractors or physiotherapists, they won't know what the pain is. So unless they have faced it themselves, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, so in your case, that was for me, that was the, trustable factor, I would say. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, awesome, man. Now, what would you say? Like, now, what would you want to say to those people who are maybe watching my videos and think about maybe I want to join a program, maybe not. They're on the fence about joining a program. What would you want to say to those people?
Oh, they should take a leap of faith. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like, yeah, I mean, money is one thing, but also sometimes you have to trust, the instinct telling that, okay, so here is where I could get through. And also, you have this guarantee program, right? Like, if you don't, get cured, then you get it all back, plus some additional amount for wasting your time. That's what, the forum says. So, I mean, to put such words in a forum, beyond, I mean, that takes some courage. Trust me, that takes some great belief in yourself. And not many people, I mean, people would put terms and conditions, but not terms like this, like you get your money back. So that's not easy. I mean, to do that, that shows how much you believe in yourself and you believe in your, training.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because I've personally been through this myself. So now I
Yeah.
don't want to put it out there. So at least you guys know that somehow you are protected. Now I've seen
Mhm.
a lot of people, they trying to, scam people, even for a lot of physical therapies, in-person physical therapies. Is
Mhm.
it was horrible. Now I'm not saying all the physical therapists are bad. I truly believe they're good, but that's the medical system we are having right now that
I know.
have the
Yeah.
ability to take care of their patient, take care of their client.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, even I've dealt with a lot of physios back in India, not for this purpose, but like for my leg and my, hand way back, 15, 20 years back. But it takes certain, courage to come up and say that, hey, if I don't help you, then I give your money back. So that's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Now today, one person asked me on IG and asked, "Hey, Alvin, do you feel like this thing can work really online? Like, what would you want to say to this guy?"
Oh, yeah. Even I had this question, and I can only say that even if you, even if I kept my camera far away, say like 5 meters away, Alvin could see like what am I doing right and what am I doing wrong. Yeah. So I think that's your experience. You got some good experience. Yeah, if not good, great experience. So I remember one time like my network was low and there was like background noise, but you told me just keep going. I'll tell you when to stop and when to correct yourself. Initially, I thought you would get flustered like with the background noise, with the connection, etc. But I mean, I even asked you like if you want to skip today, like we can do it some other day. But you're like, no, just go ahead. Just show me your whatever the what is that assessments, and also just keep doing what we practice, and that's it. If there's any correction, let's go through it. Yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, not many people have such patience. Not many people have such um, say experience to say that, to see the screen and say, no, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this right. To see that the breath is not in sync with the action. Yeah, that takes a lot of experience. Yeah.
I appreciate this, man. I appreciate this a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything else you want to add at the end?
No, man. Thank you so much. I mean, I wish all the best for you. Hope you service more patients.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. I appreciate your trust as well.
And hope you become a billionaire, bro, soon. Yeah.